Hey, what is up, guys? We're going to try and do this in record time because this is like my 50th attempt to record this. And basically, if you guys follow the channel and you saw the update, you know that I've been just feeling the need to buy another guitar. Don't ask me, it happens. But yeah, and the two that I was interested in were the Fender Jazzmaster, the American Original. I saw that one in the store on Saturday. Not impressed. They want way too much for it. It's $2,600 plus tax here in Canada. They have the blue color, which is the one that I wanted. It does not look blue in person. It looked more like a turquoisey green. Not a fan. And the final nail in its coffin was just the fact that the rosewood, if it is even rosewood, I don't know what they use anymore, just looked really pale and cheap. And bottom line, I was not impressed. But I asked my guy at the shop if they could possibly maybe, or if they already had a PRS SE Mark Holcomb signature guitar. He said they had two, but both were orders for clients, so he couldn't let me even try it. He called me back today and said that one of the two guys, they got a hold of him, and he said he's not actually interested. He doesn't want to put money. He doesn't have money to put on a guitar right now. So whatever, he's going to wait for the 2018 model anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but there's no difference between the 2017 PRS Mark Holcomb signature and the 2018. So I told you guys I'd make a video if I ended up buying it or not and explain why I bought it or why I didn't. And yeah, like I said, only got 10 minutes, so we're not going to keep you guys in suspense. I bought it. It comes in a very nice gig bag. It's the same basic gig bag, as far as I can tell, as the S2 came in. The only difference is it's brown and it says SE on it. I already took this out because, like I said, this is about the 50th time I record the video. So here it is, the PRS SE Mark Holcomb signature. I'm not going to play it, obviously, because I'm in my living room and I'm trying to do this very quickly. But we're just going to talk about it quickly and go over the features and tell you what I liked, what I didn't like, and so forth. As you can tell, it's a PRS. It is made in Korea. It's the SE line. It's made in Korea. Nothing wrong with that. That factory puts out amazing guitars, and they make guitars for most of the brands, or they used to anyway. One of the big selling features is the color, as you can tell. I find in pictures it always comes out just looking gray, red, and then black. In person, it's got more of a fade to it. It looks really good, and as you move it around, it looks like that red is moving around. Seymour Duncan USA pickups, Alpha and Omega, Mark Holcomb signature set. I like them. They sound good. They sound tight. They sound very defined. Single volume, single tone, three-way switch. The tone is a push-pull to coil split both pickups, meaning if you're in the bottom position here on the three-way, you're on the full bridge humbucker, pull it out, it's a single coil, both single coils, single coil neck only, tap it in, you're back on a humbucker, and so forth. Fixed bridge, I like it, it's comfortable. It's comfortable for palm muting and stuff like that. It's nice and flush, it does the job. It's a fixed bridge, like I said, no trem, it's a fixed bridge. String through. Most of these are actually really well inlaid into the guitar, except for the last two here, which kind of poke out. Not a big deal, just mentioning it. Recessed cavity here for the controls. Recessed, which they don't even do on the S2 models, which don't ask me why. It's not perfect, mind you. It's way more recessed down here than it is up here, for example. But whatever. 24 fret guitar. Bird inlays, bound neck. The fret job is not the best I've ever felt, but it is a lot better than a lot of instruments I've felt as well. Like I said, 24 frets, bird inlays, plastic nut. I'm still on the fence. I might pop that out and put in a Graph Tech or something. Mark Holcomb signature on the, well, not a signature, but just it says Mark Holcomb on the truss rod cover. I'm definitely going to replace that, to be honest with you guys. Paul Reed Smith signature with the little SE, which is on the new SEs. The 2015 and 2016 Holcomb signatures, I think, just said PRS on that, and then it just said Mark Holcomb SE down here. Greatly prefer that personally. Satin finish on the back of the neck, very, very nicely done. It's perfectly demarcated between the gloss up here and then the satin finish. And then same at the headstock, you've got a little point that comes out of the gloss, and then it's just satin. I like satin finish necks, but I'm not against the gloss finish either. This does feel really nice though. One of the big things that's going to take me some getting used to is the 20-inch radius. I'm not going to go over that in super detail. Basically, the bigger the number, the flatter the neck is. Just to give you guys a bit of a comparison, a Fender Stratocaster, the modern ones are 9.25 inch radius. This is 20. It is very, very flat. What that means is it makes it a bit weirder to pull chords, but it's easier to play notes. Tuners are non-locking, which is a bit of a disappointment on these. I kind of wish they would have at least put the SE locking tuners. I think they do make SE locking tuners, but anyway, probably going to replace the tuners as well, but not really in a hurry because they do the job. They work fine. This thing is not in tune because it was sitting in a factory for ages. I tuned it up at the shop. It's already... it's close, but it's out of tune. Anyway, this thing plays great. It sounded great. The pickups, like I said, are Duncan, so you can't go wrong. The only flaw I could find in the instrument, and I don't know how well it'll come out on this, is right in here. There's a little line where I guess they didn't mask or they masked too much, but you've got a little line of actual natural wood in here instead of it being painted black. Not a big deal. I noticed it because I always kind of go over. It's under the lacquer, so it's factory done. It's not anyone that scratched it up or anything, so whatever. A little bit of a defect. These things, if you're American, these things will retail you for around $900, I think, $899.99. In Canada, this thing usually retails for about $1,169. If you shop around a bit, and if you can talk them down, seeing as they are right now trying to get rid of the 2017s, I guess. But these things are actually hard to find, surprisingly. Great guitar for the price. I love the quilt top. Like I said, it's just a veneer, but it still looks fantastic. So there you go, guys. I'm going to do another video, obviously, when I have time, with sound samples, everything. Don't expect me to play some periphery for you guys. I'm not a fan of periphery. I just really like this guitar, and I'm a big fan of PRS. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video.